The state of Florida is suing the Biden administration over new federal laws on gender-based surgeries. State Attorney General Ashley Moody says insurers should not have to cover transgender surgeries and medical procedures. She says that it is an attempt by the White House to force Florida to pay for puberty blockers and other so-called gender-affirming care. Several parties joined the lawsuit, including the Catholic Medical Association. And joining us now to talk more about this is Dr. Grazie Pozo Christie, a radiologist, senior fellow for the Catholic Association and host of the nationally syndicated radio show Conversations with Consequences on EWTN radio. Dr. Christie, great to be with you as always. So tell us more about this change to federal law that sparked the lawsuit and how it will affect Catholic hospitals and healthcare professionals and also their conscious rights.
Well, I'm a doctor in Florida and also a member of the Catholic Medical Association, and I saw this move by the Biden administration and was very scared and upset. It goes along with the recent Title IX rewrite of the administration, and it is a way for the federal administration to shoehorn the United States into all these dangerous ideologies around gender. This particular one is rewriting the part of the Affordable Care Act so that a doctor who might be Catholic but not necessarily so, just an ethical doctor who refuses to remove the healthy organ, such as a uterus, from a woman because it is a healthy organ and he doesn't or she doesn't believe that it's a proper medical and ethical treatment for something like gender dysphoria, would have to remove the organ or be said to be discriminatory. This is especially egregious in the case of children, and in Florida we have, as in many other states, 20 states I think, we have laws protecting minors from the terrible assault of gender ideology, which using puberty blockers and surgeries can render and do render minors when they grow up infertile and sometimes mutilated. So this is trying to do an end run against protective laws that are very popular, especially with parents.
Yeah, Dr. Christie, I'm going to talk a little bit more about that and the timing of this, especially, when other countries such as Sweden, Norway, and the UK, they're taking more of a conservative approach to so-called gender-affirming care and kind of pumping the brakes on prescribing things like puberty blockers. So why are we pushing forward here in the U.S.?
So it's really important to note that in other countries, such as the UK and Sweden, as you mentioned, they're taking a science-based approach and they're looking at the statistics and the results of many years of experimentation on children, which hasn't resulted in better outcomes, better psychological outcomes for children with gender dysphoria. On the contrary, they seem to be locked into suicidal ideation and dysphoria and discomfort with their bodies, when now we know that most children grow out of gender dysphoria if they're given just supportive psychotherapy, for instance, and helped to accept the beauty of their natural bodies and their natural biology. So the United States, at least the federal administration, is running hard in the other direction. And I think that they're going to be really sorry because they're really participating in what is going to turn out to be, we're all going to realize that it was a giant experiment on children, medical malpractice on a huge scale. And in Florida and in many other states, we are protecting children with our laws, and this rewrite of the Affordable Care Act is doing an end run against those protections.
Well, Dr. Christie, always great to have you on and get your insights. We appreciate it. God bless.
Thank you.